Hi guys, my name is Hanan and I'm creating some videos that can be useful if you're a specialist in the freelance design or art fields. These days, a lot of people are looking for work from home options or jobs which can lead to an online business. And I've been a freelancer myself, working from home for the past 6 years solid. You can also learn more about my background by visiting my website, which is linked in the description box below. If you want to learn how to secure freelance projects and attract clients during this crisis, please continue watching. When I started, I recall it was April the 1st, April Fool's Day, and I didn't have one single project or contract which had been signed. I just dived into freelancing after 5 years of working as a full-timer in multinational advertising agencies and smaller local boutique design studios. But I had a simple plan. A few months before jumping into the unknown, I fixed the website all by myself with my portfolio, though I'm not a web developer. I used iPage for that at that time, but now I shifted to WordPress. I also updated my LinkedIn and ensured that I know where I'm positioning myself, whether on the junior scale or the senior scale. I drew a table with a list of potential clients who are friends and family whom I could contact for help in PR, and I did that. I ensured to be honest without pretending to be something or someone I am not. I was a solopreneur freelancer. I was only one with myself. I didn't pretend that I had a big team with me. This later on fell also in my branding image as an honest brand. I'll get to that in another video. At that time, a family friend was in need of help with monthly social media designs. So did his sister, who owned a very big business in the region. Also, another friend needed a logo, and a family member had a new startup which also required design. Like that, and merely with word of mouth, more and more of my close circle of friends, family, and even previous colleagues knew that I am now without any full-time job and I do have the time to take on board freelance project. Knowing that, many of them had in fact asked me previously for jobs before when I was still employed. In fact, when I had a full-time job, I refused to take freelance projects. And I delegated any freelance that I was getting, any freelance opportunities. I didn't take a single one of them for all the years that I worked as a full-timer, because in my head it was clear that either I give my full attention to my job, no matter how small it paid, or fully dedicate my attention to getting freelance work. I somehow couldn't juggle the two, and I'm glad that I didn't. Slowly but surely, I built a small network of entrepreneurs and clients who required one of the below: social media designs for posts and basic content creation and community management, which they couldn't do on their own because their free time was very rare, branding or other collateral designs which they couldn't afford hiring an agency to do it for them, or let alone design studios. 3, tailored or customized design services without going through a lot of conceptual or complex concepts which they really didn't care much about. 4, a good rate for one-on-one consultancy, which they can't get anywhere with agencies or studios, but for the same value and professionalism. I was working one-on-one privately with independent clients, not even with their assistants. This alone helped me shape an understanding about how business-minded people think, what's essential for them, and how they perceive design as a whole and as a strategy. However, I was still unfulfilled as I was working in the corporate sector and it felt dry for me. So after that, I wanted to be involved more and more with the humanitarian sector instead, and directly with organizations or not-for-profits working to impact and enhance vulnerable communities, refugees, poor citizens, or children. I searched online for vacancies and stumbled on one for one NGO, which is called International NGO, International Alert. That's the name of the NGO. And another project for War Child Holland. I applied because of my rates, got the consultancy contracts. One was for a year and another for 3 months. In parallel, I also continued my work with the corporate sector, but my focus was always on the social and NGO sector. as my purpose as a designer and artist lied there in helping the social and the weak communities in our society. I wanted my skill to benefit populations that had no support except from non-governmental organizations. I did work that wasn't as creative, like regular reports, booklets, brochures, and leaflets, but it was very, very impactful, and in many languages, whether French, Arabic. I even did some work for a very reputable international organization, which was in Chinese, and I don't even read or write in Chinese. With time, I signed more contracts with more NGOs like UNHCR, CAICID in Vienna, IRC, and others. Some even lasted for 2 and 3 years. Now, the only days when I didn't have projects were days where I decided not to, because I was taking a break or I was traveling. Even during my master's studies in Australia, I was still getting calls from NGOs for design work. Was it a coincidence? Was it by mere chance or PR? Was it due to paid Facebook or Instagram ads? No, none of these. It was simply due to 2 key ingredients, which I will get to. So what are these 2 key ingredients? The first one is abundance, the abundance mindset. The second is gratitude. You may think I'm being superstitious or just immersed in wishful or fanciful thinking, but trust me, that's the truth. You've probably even heard a lot of people talk about gratitude and abundance, and they're important in business. In fact, for the past 10 years, I've kept an abundance and gratitude section in my daily planner ever since I was in university. I also had a purpose, which I was directed by. It was clear for me what I want to do and for who. How it works is that you need to keep yourself in the mindset of, I have enough and I already have a lot of projects. You need to believe that you are living in that reality instead of imagining it as something in distant future or something distant from your reality, or something that is separate, or something that you're just wishing for, but you kind of feel in your bones that it's impossible. This won't work. You can do that with a very small daily routine, like having a consistent work schedule, starting your day early, working on your laptop or your computer, even if it's not a project that you're working on, even if you're just organizing your files, you don't have any project going on, but you're just sitting there and being present and available. Keep yourself in the positive, abundant mindset, and this way things will flow into your life. There's no benefit in telling yourself every day that, oh, I have no clients, I have no projects, who will give me freelance work? Now in a pandemic, who is going to give me freelance work when I'm just a web designer who doesn't have like more than 5 years experience, when I'm just a developer? Who will give me work now? This type of talking only lowers your energy and brings to you whatever you're projecting. Word, speech, and sound have powerful abilities. So does thought and emotion. If you want more clients, more projects, and opportunities, you need to first believe that they are here for you and open yourself up to receive them. And of course, also do the work. I mean, you still have to move it. Second, be grateful. Make a list every month and jot down all the things you've been gifted or offered, or projects that you were given the chance to execute. Next to each one, write how much you've earned from it, whether financially or mentally or experience-wise. Then truly develop this feeling of gratitude within you, as though you are thanking the universe for bringing you these opportunities. Just feel this gratitude within you. Don't just list the items without having a feeling about them. We are in a time where content creation is multiplying daily, along with the digital realm, which is ever expanding due to the remote work and pandemic. Yes, we still need to work on our websites, build our PR, connect with people, drive sales, etc. But when we work with nature and be in a certain abundant and grateful way, then we tap into a graceful way of work, which is very, very generous, believe me. Alright guys, so that's it from this video. If you enjoyed this, I hope this was helpful for you. On a side note, if you are a freelancer or contractor in the communication, video, design, or writing fields, please do get in touch, because I know few entrepreneurs who are looking to work with remote consultants. Also, if you have questions, you can ask me in the comment box below. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This information can be helpful, especially during these days when remote working is in demand and when more and more people lost their jobs due to the pandemic. Please help this information reach more people so they can create an abundant and positive and grateful mindset. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate spending your time on it. Take care, guys. Bye bye.